Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azrul Aidil bin Muhammad Shafiruddin, and now I want to explain about the condensation. Okay, first, in the condensation, we have four types of condensation. One is circle, second is ellipse, and third is parabola, and another one is hyperbola. Okay, this is circle in the condensation, this is ellipse, and this is parabola, and another one is hyperbola. Okay, these four types of this this one is in the condensation. Okay, this is the definition of condensation. Okay, first we can see that a circle is the set of all points in a plane that are distant from a fixed point called the center. Okay, the fixed distance from the circle is center at any point on the circumference on the center on the circle. Okay, this means the circle is called the radius. The point at the circumference of the circle is radius. Okay, next, the point center we can put as H and K, and the point on the circumference of the circle we can put S and Y at any point. Okay, next, the equation. The standard equation of the circle is this one: x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equal to r squared. Okay, this is the general equation of the circle. Okay, next. Technique of graphing circle. First, deduce the given equation from the standard equation. Next, locate the center of the circle from the equation h and k. Third, calculate the radius by the solving for r. Fourth, find x-intercept if any, substitute y equal to 0. Also, if any, substitute x equal to 0. And the last one is we plot the graph by using the information given from the equation. Okay, the equation about the circle. Okay, this is the equation about circle. Find the equation of the circle which pass through the point A, B, and C. Okay, this is the general equation of the circle. Okay, from this one point A, we put substitute in the equation, and we get the first equation. Okay, this is point B. We substitute point B into the general equation, and we get the second equation. Next, this is point C. We substitute also in the general form, so we get the third equation. Okay, when we have a three equation, equation 1 we minus to equation 2, and we get equation 4. We take equation 2 and minus equation 3, and we get the fifth equation. Okay, next, when we have fifth equation, we take equation 4 and equation 5, we minus also, and we get the value of G, and value of G is 2. We substitute into the third equation, and we get the value of F. The value of G and F, we put in the equation first, and we get the value of C. Okay, next, when we have the value of G, F, and C, we substitute into the general form, and we get this equation. Okay, from the general equation, we can find the center. This is center of the circle, and this is the radius of the circle. From this one, center, we have a center and radius. We can put into this standard equation. Okay, next, this is application of circle. Okay, in condensation, we have four types of condensation. This circle have many applications we can do in our real life. Okay, for example, for this, almost every state in the country has a dome building, famous buildings such as Peter, Paul, and so on. Okay, now from circle, we also may need to model the design that involve more than one circle. One circle, example, involve concentric circle with the same center but different radius. As long as we can determine the center and the radius of the design, we can write the equation for the curve of circle. To do so, they construct a circular part in the center of town. The part was converted in a grass as except for a concrete circle in the middle of a cell which stood. Okay, this is question. This is question of circle, of application of circle. The landscape architect drawing describe the large circle covering the part by the equation and the small circle of the concrete by equation. The two circles are concentric with distance measured in feet. Okay, this is question of the application of circle that I said before. X squared plus y squared equal to 5,625, and the small circle of the concrete by the equation x squared plus y squared equal to 200. Okay, next, this is the question about the problem we have to do. We have to done. Okay, determine the radius of each circle. This is A, which the B is determine the area of the park and the area of the concrete circle. C, determine the area of the grass, and D, determine the circumference of the park. The A, we can see this is the equation, and we compare with the standard equation of the circle, and we get this value of radius. This is R. So the value of radius of large circle is 75, and this is small circle. This is equation of small circle. So this is R squared. So we also compare these two of the equation, and we can get the radius of the small circle is 10. Okay, the next is we want to find the area of part. We can use this formula. We can get the area of part is, if we substitute the 75 and in the formula, and we can get this is the area of the part. Okay, C, the area of the grass is the difference of the area of the large circle and the area of small circle. Okay, we know that the small circle, the area of small circle is 10. So this is formula of area. So we substitute the value of R or radius in this formula, and we get the small area of the circle. Okay, next we want to find the difference between the large area and the small area of the circle. We minus the large circle in part B with small circle in part C. We get the area of the grass. Okay, this is the circle of the park. Okay, this is the large circle, and this is the small circle. Thank you from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azrul. I'm going to talk about ellipse. Okay, the definition of ellipse is the set of all points x, y, the sum of whose distance from two discrete fixed points in is constant. But pause tak? Okay, the definition of ellipse is the set of all points. Okay, the set of points means the sum of whose distance from two discrete fixed points, the foci, is constant. Okay, basically ellipse is consists of two equation, horizontal equation and vertical equation. Okay, this is the standard equation for ellipse. Okay, as we know, ellipse is consists of horizontal and vertical. For horizontal equation, the center is HK, the major axis is 2A, and the minor axis is 2B. For the vertical equation, the center is HK, also HK, but the major axis and the minor axis is changed. For vertical, major axis is 2B, and for minor axis is 2A. Next, I'm going to talk about technique of graphing ellipse. First, from the equation given, we must deduct the equation into the standard equation. Second, we determine whether the ellipse is horizontal or vertical. By determining the horizontal or vertical, if we can find the center, major axis and minor axis. Okay, from the we can also know the vertices on major axis and minor axis. The fifth is we can find the foci of the ellipse. The sixth, to find the y-x-intercept, we substitute the equation y equal to 0. To find y-intercept, we substitute x equal to 0. Okay, from the we find on the technique 1 until 7, we can make a graph by using the information that obtained. Okay, I want to talk about the example of the ellipse. This is the equation that given. For the equation given, they ask us to find the center, vertices and the foci of the ellipse. Okay. First, for the equation, we make the completing the square. This is completing the square, and then we can get the general formula, standard formula of the ellipse. We can decide the a square and b square. This is a square, this is b square. Okay, and then we can see that b is greater than a. B is greater than a. Then we can find that this c square. Okay, we already know that b is greater than a, so vertical ellipse. Okay, so we can find the major axis H, K, A, B and C. Okay, and then from the standard equation, we can find the center, vertices and foci. Okay, next I'm going to talk about application of ellipse. Okay, we already know that the orbital path of the planet, the center is sun, and certainly the planet is moved like ellipse. Around the sun is like ellipse. Okay, this is the equation of application of ellipse. In the Oval Office in the White House, is the ellipse is long axis measure 5.83 feet and the short axis 29 feet. We assuming that the center of the office is origin. From the equation given, we already know that the long axis is 35.83 feet, the short axis is 29 feet. So we already know the A and B, and the center is origin 0, 0. So we substitute in the standard formula of ellipse, we get the standard equation. Okay, by the equation of ellipse, we can find the foci, vertices, major and minor axis. This is the formula for both foci. We must find C squared, C first, and then we substitute in the. For the vertices, we can find the vertices V1 and V2. Major axis is 2A. We substitute the value of A, 35.83, in the formula 2A. Okay. When we substitute A in the equation, we get the major axis is 71.66, and we do the same thing in the minor axis. We substitute B in the equation 2B. We already know B is 29. We substitute 2 times 2, 29 is get 58. When we already do what we do with the foci, we find the foci, the vertices, major axis and minor axis. We can plot the graph. This is the graph of the ellipse. This is the vertices, vertices 1, vertices 2. This is the foci, F1 and F2. This is the origin, center. That's all from me for the ellipse. Thank you.